Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be here today to discuss the Union Budget 2025-26, a crucial fiscal document that lays out India's economic priorities for the coming year, as well as the mission of Viksit Bharat 2047. This budget is particularly important as it aims to boost economic growth, strengthen MSMEs, simplify tax and compliance regulation, and promote sustainable development. As a compliance and financial advisory organization, Karma Management, we understand that every budget brings new opportunities and challenges. Businesses, investors, and individuals must adapt to policy changes efficiently to maximize benefits and remain compliant. This year's budget, presented by Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, has been designed to strike a balance between tax relief, business friendly reforms, and fiscal responsibility. Today, we will explore the key area aspects of the budget with a focus on taxation, MSMEs, compliance, price reduction, and economic development, and understand how these changes will impact businesses and individuals alike. Economic vision of budget 2025-26. The government has structured this budget around four major economic drivers and six critical reform areas to ensure sustainable and inclusive growth. Four key growth drivers: agriculture and rural development, strengthening credit access, enhancing productivity, and modernizing farming techniques. MSMEs and startups, easing access to finance, lowering tax burdens, and simplifying compliance regulations. Infrastructure and investment, prioritizing highways, which have always been there, airports, clean energy, and digital infrastructure. Exports and global trade, strengthening India's position in global markets through trade-friendly policies. Apart from that, six major reform areas: taxation, rationalizing tax slabs, reducing tax compliance burdens, and increasing disposable income. Financial sector reforms, expanding credit access, supporting financial inclusion, and boosting investment, especially for MSMEs. Urban development, investing rupees 1 lakh crore into smart cities, housing, and transportation. Energy and sustainability, providing incentives for clean energy production and nuclear power expansion. Mining and resources, reducing dependence on imports by enhancing domestic mineral production. Ease of doing business and compliance, decriminalizing outdated business laws and simplifying regulatory procedures. Especially, we hope that labor reforms and labor codes are implemented soon. This holistic approach aims to create a stronger, more resilient, and business friendly economy. Let's talk about taxation. Relief for individuals and businesses. One of the most significant announcements in the budget is the Revision Income Tax Act, which brings relief to millions of taxpayers while ensuring a sustainable revenue model. Let's see the new income tax slab for year 2025-26. How is it good between old tax rate and new tax rate? So let's see the impact. From 0 to 4 lakh, it is nil, both places. No tax for the lower income group at all. Between 4 to 8 lakh, old and new, it is 5% each. But there'll be a full rebate with no tax payable at all. 8 to 12 lakh, old regime and new regime, it's 10%. Again, with the new regime, it is going to be full rebate and no tax payable. 12 to 16 lakh, it is 20% as per old regime, and new regime is going to be 15%. So it's a significant tax relief. 16 to 20 lakh, it was earlier, the old regime is 30% and the new regime is 20%, which encourages higher earnings. 20 to 24 lakh, in the old regime, it was 30% and the new regime is 25%. It eases tax burden for high income earners. And about 24 lakh, it is 30%, which is no major change. Remember that the benefits of these tax reforms is to individuals earning up to 12 lakh will just pay zero tax, which is no tax at all, boosting disposable income bureau. Salaried individuals with 18 lakh income pay same around 70,000 annually in taxes. Businesses benefit from faster GST refunds, now processed within 15 days instead of 30 days. Tax compliance burden reduced with easier filing requirements and fewer scrutiny cases. For business, especially MSMEs, these reforms improve cash flow, encourage investment, and simplify regulatory burdens. MSMEs is always the driving force in India's economy. We have more than 6.2 million MSMEs as per MSME register. The MSME sector is a key pillar of India's economy, contributing 36% of manufacturing output and 45% of exports. The Union Budget 2025-26 introduced a target incentives to help MSMEs grow, compete, and innovate. So let's see some of them. First of all, the MSME classification, the revised one, which is much more bigger and stronger enterprise. So what's new in this? The government has raised the investment and turnover limits for MSME classification, encouraging business to scale up without losing benefits. So let's see some of the classifications here. Revised MSME classification, investment and turnover limits. Let's see each of them micro, medium, and small. As far as micro is concerned, the previous investment limit was 1 crore, which is enhanced to 2.5 crore. The previous turnover limit was 5 crore, which is enhanced to 12.5 crore. Let's see the small one. The previous investment limit was 10 crore, now the new investment limit is 25 crore. The previous turnover for small enterprise was 50 crore, now it is enhanced to 125 crore. As far as medium is concerned, the previous investment limit was 50 crore, now it is enhanced to 125 crore. And the turnover, which was previous to 250 crore up to 250 crore, now it has enhanced 625 crore. Why it matters? Encouraging MSMEs to grow without losing government benefits, provide better access to credit subsidies and tax benefits for larger MSMEs, up to 625 crores. Strengthens India's global competitiveness in manufacturing and exports. Let's see some of the strengthened financial access for MSMEs. Enhanced credit guarantee and loan limits category. First of all, the previous loan limit and the new loan limit, I'll just speak about it in micro and small enterprise. So previous loan limit was 5 crore for micro, now it is up to 10 crore. Additional 1.5 lakh crore credit over 5 years been given. For the startups, previous limit was up to 10 crore, now it is given to 20 crores, which means I focus on growth sectors and innovation. For the exporter MSMEs, the previous limit was 10 crore, now it is increased to 20 crore, which increase global trade support and enhancing the overall MSME to grow globally. Why it matters? More funds are available for business expansion, working capital, and innovation. Lower interest rates due to government-backed guarantees, which encourages new entrepreneurs, especially in rural and women-led enterprises. MSME specific finance and tax benefits. Let's look at some of the new initiatives. Customized credit cards for micro enterprise. 5 lakh limit for working capital needs. 10 lakh such cards will be issued the first year itself. Revamp Mudra loan scheme. Faster processing for women and first-time entrepreneurs. Reduce tax compliance. Removal of higher TDS and TCA rates for non-filers. MSMEs with turnover up to 50 crore exempt from monthly GST filing, which is a big boost. Lower import duties on machinery and raw materials. Zero import duty on essential EV, solar, and electronic components. This is boost for textile, artificial leather, food processing, and clean tech MSMEs. Why it matters so much? It reduces financial burden and encourage investment, increase cash flow availability for MSMEs. It will boost production and competitiveness. More than 6 billion MSMEs as job creators, incentives for hiring and scaling, employment linked incentives. 50,000 Atal Tinkering Labs in schools will be done. Create a future workforce skilled in STEM and Industry 4.0 technology. Expansion of NAPS, which is National Apprenticeship Scheme. MSMEs to get 50% salary support for hiring apprentices. Earlier it was up to 25% or 1,500, which was higher. Now it is really double. Labor intensive sectors to receive special support. Leather and footwear. 22 lakh new jobs. Up to 4 lakh crore turnover target is there. Toy industry. The Make in India for global exports. Food processing. National Institute of Food Technology in Bihar. What it matters and why it matters so much. Why it matters? creates millions of new jobs, especially in semi urban and rural areas, encourages skilled workforce in high growth MSME sectors, reduces dependence on imports and labor intensive industries. Digital and technology support for MSMEs. Digital and technology support for MSMEs. Digital transformation initiatives. Bharat TradeNet, which is BTN, a digital public infrastructure for MSME exports. It will be a unique platform for trade, documentation, and financing. Easier access to global supply chains, AI and automation support for MSMEs, special funding for Industry 4.0 adoption, digital skilling programs in collaboration with IITs and NASCOM, fast track GST refunds for MSMEs, refund processing time reduced from 30 days to 15 days. Why it matters so much? Because this will make MSMEs globally competitive through easier trade and finance access. This overall encourages automation, AI, tech adoption. Faster GST refunds means better cash flow and reinvestment capacity. Let's see the sector specific MSME growth strategies. Sector key measures in budget 2025-26. Let's see some of the impact. Textiles. For the textiles, rupees 5,000 crore subsidy for technical textiles for ensuring global competitiveness boost. EV and clean tech, zero import duty on essential battery components, low cost and faster adoption. Next, leather and footwear, 22 lakh new jobs, 4 lakh crore turnover target, a massive employment generation. Let's see the food processing. New food tech institute in Bihar, rural entrepreneurship growth. Then comes your toys and handicraft, a special scheme for domestic toy manufacturing, which is Make in India brand growth. Why it matters? Focus investments in high growth MSME sectors, encourages global trade and domestic consumption, strengthens rural MSMEs and traditional industries. Ease of doing business and regulatory reforms for MSME. The key announcements during this was investment friendly index for states to compete for MSME investments, high level committee for MSME regulations, reviewing all license inspection and tax norms. Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0 to be introduced, which should decriminalize 100 plus business laws. Why it matters? Because this will simplify MSMEs compliance and reduces harassment. Promotes ease of doing business for small enterprise. Encourages more MSME startup and rural businesses. Compliance and ease of doing business. Regulatory compliance has long been a challenge in business, especially labor reforms as well. This budget introduced simplification that reduces bureaucratic hurdles, decriminalization of 100 plus business laws, reducing legal risk for entrepreneurs, which will boost more FIIs coming to for MSME investments. BTN or Bharat TradeNet launched as a digital platform to simplify trade and exports. New investment friendliness index to encourage state level reforms. New tax resolution mechanisms, reducing unnecessary litigation. Price reduction and tariff cuts. One of the major highlights of this budget is to reduce tariffs and duty on essential goods, making them more affordable and for businesses and consumers. Key price reductions which are announced. First is medicines and healthcare. So there are duty exemptions on 36 life-saving drugs announced, including those for cancer and rare disease. Fuel energy, custom duty on solar modules reduced from 40% to 20%, cutting renewable energy costs. Automobiles and transportation, import duty in passenger and commercial vehicles reduced from 40% to 20%. Consumer electronics, duty cut on smart electricity meters and electronic toys, making them more affordable. Jewelry and precious metal, import duties on gold, silver, platinum reduced from 25% to 20%. Essential chemicals and food additives, lower tariffs on synthetic flavoring agents and sorbitol, benefiting food and pharma industries. These reductions enhance affordability, promote domestic manufacturing, and support industrial growth. So, to conclude and sum up, a budget for growth and stability, the Union Budget 2025-26 is a strategic pro-growth budget that ensures low tax burdens for individuals, stimulating economic activity, enhanced credit and regulatory support for MSMEs, record infrastructure investment for long term sustainability, price reduction on essential goods, reducing costs for business and consumers, a more business friendly and compliance efficient ecosystem. For MSMEs, understanding and implementing these changes is critical for sustainable growth. At Karma Global, we are committed to supporting businesses through compliance, consulting, financial restructuring, digital transformation, and HR solutions. Our expertise ensure that businesses not only remain compliant, but also thrive in this evolving economic landscape. By our cloud-based platform, we check and we process. Let's aim together to work for Viksit Bharat 2047. This is an exciting time for MSMEs in India, and with this right strategy, business can scale up, compete globally, and drive economic growth. Thank you for joining me today. Let's work together to build a stronger, more resilient MSME sector in India.